So I think that there are some people who are born with the feeling that they want to experiment or walk out of their element. And there are people who are born with the feeling that they want the same sex. I am one of them who, when I was little, I would see women and men as beauty. I would not define one or the other. I think men are gorgeous, beautiful women are gorgeous too. I wouldn't be able to define both of them. But I do think there are those who want to be able to experiment into the gay scene and be able to be in the straight scene as well. So I don't think there's just one conformity. I think it's all just mixed together. Whatever you want to be is what you want to be.
Why?
No, we're born the way we are. We're born the way we are. I am born the way we are. We're born the way we are. Pardon?
Any experience have you?
I'm born the way that I am, and I'm pretty fucking weird, but this is the way that I'm born, and everyone else is born the way that they're born. It's not a choice to do what you want to do. You just are who you are. You're born this way.
You're born, and you are who you are.
You're born. You're born
And you haven't had
this way.
Okay. Any friends that went through this?
Yes.
Where people?
That way to go.
Well, we went all of this. We're born, and we're like this now. It wasn't a fucking choice. Like, this is how we are.
Born this way.
And where the fuck is everyone else?
Our friends went through this, and they definitely are who they are. There's no question about it. This is just how we showed up here, and we're gonna stay this way. No one changes. You just are who you are, and that's it.
I think it varies for every single person. Sometimes it can be you were born that way, or sometimes I feel like you make those choices because you favor those choices.
I pretty much agree with her. A lot of people, it's not choice. Some people, it's based on the way you were raised. For me, I think a lot of it, it's you were born that way. You may not realize it at first, but as you get older, you're attracted to something. You may not realize why. You're confused by it, but that's what you're drawn to, and that's how you were born, and you can't control that. It's part of your nature. It's who you are. So that's how I feel.
We're born gay.
Why?
We like what we like. That's it. It's in our genes. God made us that way.
Yeah, you can't help what you like when you're growing up.
That's all.
Grow up, you like Hot Wheels,
We're
you
not
like Barbies. That's it.
Exactly. We're not conditioned this way. We are this way. That's who we are.
So you are totally born gay. Okay?
Oh,
bitch, we're born.
We are born.
We're born gay.
why?
I think it's both, to be honest.
I feel like you acquire certain personality traits from who you hang out with.
People are born
and who you're raised with, but I feel like you're born destined to be what you're gonna be.
That's true.
I don't think you're gonna magically wake up at 3 years old and be like, I'm gonna like girls today, or if that's the same sex. Like, it's just natural.
I'm not great in my cardinal direction.
It's part of who you are.
The LA Pride.
You don't choose it.
Okay. And how about you there?
True.
You.
I feel like we know from the moment we're born whether we're gonna be gay or straight, and it's just, I thought we were just born that way. I do.
Britney, bitch.
I strongly believe that we're born that way.
I feel like it's a part of yourself you discover as you go on in life. Like, it's already set in stone who you're gonna be, in a sense, but from all the experience and personality traits you acquire from other people, you discover that about yourself, like what you're gonna do with your life.
He has a lot of shit.
You guys are amazing. I love.
Even your parents know when you're a child if you're gonna be gay or not. So that just tells you how much right there, like, if you're gonna be gay or not. You know, if you're a child, you're not gonna be able to just decide that right away. You're innocent.
No, you're definitely, it's not a choice. You're definitely born gay.
Why?
Maybe.
Does anybody choose to make their life harder?
No, it depends on the situation.
You don't
Everybody's
choose
always
that.
different, like
Different situations.
Yeah. You're born
Ask
this way.
him.
Are we born gay, or is it a choice we make later in life?
Yo hablo español.
Oh.
So that's
no, honestly, different situations is different. You don't. I don't know. It's
Everybody
different.
experiences
It's different.
everything.
It's different.
differently, but
You gotta
my
live-
personal
you gotta
choice
live your life.
is we are, because I feel like, why would you choose to make your life harder? Why would you choose to like be different? No one chooses to be different. You choose, you know, you want to be normal, but
Ooh, look at him.
you choose to be normal,
He
but
was born
you can't.
fabulous over here.
I mean, you're born that way. Obviously, you're born that way. But then, if you're not, then you experience, you know, and then you feel
I think you
feel more
have a choice to accept it or not to accept it.
Yeah.
People choose.
Like my friend, that nigga
nigga been gay for 10 years, don't play. But he gonna hit me up today, talking about I came out. Nigga.
So I think it is.
I said I fuck
It's a
everybody.
choice to accept it or not to accept
Yeah.
it. But,
It's your choice in the end. It's your choice.
Yeah, you want to be happy or not? Do you want to live your life, or do you want to be miserable and fucking?
Lie to everybody. Don't lie to yourself. Be real.
You must have white picket fence.
Don't lie to yourself.
Don't lie to yourself.
Be real about yourself. Come on now.
Be honest. You only have one life to live.
And be real about it. Hey.
YOLO. YOLO. Bring it back.
Hey, welcome to motherfucking Hollywood. This is how we do this shit. We here.
Well, as a gay man, yes, I believe that we are born gay, mostly because I just don't think that like there's enough of an influence from our environment to really like drive sexuality. Like I do think that there's a certain amount of I don't know, sort of like
a social, like institutional.
Yeah, that kind of is imparted on us by our parents, but at the same time, like this is kind of like more primal than that. I think sexual impulse is something that we're like kind of like teach our parents about versus our parents teach us about, or our society teaches us about.
Yeah. Well, and also I think it's more different than what he was saying, but also I think it's sometimes it's more about, it's not just about the dick and the pussy. It's about who you want to live with for the rest of your life, and I think that has to do with who you're naturally born with. You know what I mean? Like guys want to live naturally with a guy the rest of their life.
Just like any
what they-
heterosexual couple.
right, exactly. It's like that's
Yeah,
just
and
like,
but that to me is sometimes a journey as well, because I think some guys date women and are with women for a long time, and then realize that they actually are happier and more fulfilled as the second of a male-male partnership, which is incredible, because I feel like that requires so much more of like an open-mindedness, and I've seen women do the
that's
same thing.
also strength. You know?
Yeah, but I've seen women do the same thing where they're like in a situation where, you know, okay, so we've got a woman who's dated men her whole life, and yeah, you know, she may have come out of a divorce or whatever it is, and then she dates a woman, and then she's like, shit, this is what I've been missing.
Right.
You know, like this is my life, and like this is what I live for, and she's so much happier and so much more fulfilled, and just like, to me, that's the beauty, because I feel like it requires so much more later in life resilience.
It's an individualistic attitude.
Yeah, well, whereas if you're born with it and you know from get, like, I like dudes or I like chicks, you're sort of like, that's just my way of being.
Caging it.
Yeah, like, I'm just gonna grow up this way. But when you have to challenge that when you're like 40, like, shit, like, kudos to you.
The apartment I live in is because of a guy like that.
Hell yeah.
You realize it later. But also, I have friends that I have from West Hollywood that literally, like, this one guy, Ernesto, he was, like, born gay as shit. Like, you know, he came from Cuba. He was gay his whole life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying as an example, it's like he was comfortable enough in his family where they accepted him, and he never had to come out. He never had to deal with those struggles that a lot of my friends in America have to deal with, because they were just like, he was just like, this is just who I am, and that, like, he accepted it. So for me, it's like when I met him, I realized that it was like, I think it's a natural thing. I think it just happens. You can't teach someone that stuff.
People have to learn that on their own.
Well, it's also that people have to learn it on their own.
I smoked pot this one time, and then I realized I was gay. True.
It was like when I